Send y'all notification, bro. Our notifications out. Where's my case so I can put this AirPod in there, man? Where's my Apple case? Headphones. Yeah, I'm not going on Instagram no more. I'm not going on I'm not going on Instagram. I'm not going on Facebook no more. So everything I do from now on is gonna be on YouTube, TikTok, TikTok, Snapchat, Clubhouse, and I think that's it. Clubhouse, YouTube, Snapchat, and TikTok. Any other app, I can't mess with. I can't mess with Meta because I'm not friends with Mark Zuckerberg. If I was friends with Mark Zuckerberg, then I would blow up. But I'm not friends with Mark Zuckerberg, so I'm not gonna play that game. I'm not gonna play that game with I'm not gonna play that game with Facebook and Instagram and just make an account to get deleted. That don't make no sense. You understand? So I'm not gonna sit there all day, make content, make an account just for you to delete my account. That don't make no sense. So I'm gonna be on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, and Clubhouse. That's all I'm gonna do. But we already seen Venezuela. They got bombed. Venezuela got bombed. They bombed Venezuela. They already took over Venezuela. Donald Trump already said he's gonna take over Venezuela. He's gonna run Venezuela for a while until it gets situated. And let me tell you something for everybody who's on this live. It says right now there's only 14 people on this live, right? When I end this live, I'm gonna screenshot to show you how many people was really on this live. The last time it said I had 25 people in the room. When I ended my live, it was over 900 people. So don't believe YouTube. Don't believe YouTube when it says, look, they taking 9 people out. They took some people out. Now it's at 9. Don't believe YouTube when you see, oh, he only got 9 people in the room. Salam alaikum. Don't believe YouTube that, oh, there's only 9 people in here. There's hundreds of people watching this right now. There's hundreds of people watching this right now. But the YouTube doesn't show you the actual people that's on this live. When I end this live, it might be over 1,000 people watching this live. So with Venezuela, yeah, you think nobody's watching, Aki, but I'm telling you, on my mother's life, bro. On my mother's life, when I end this live, I'm gonna screenshot it. It's gonna show you how many people watch this live. So Venezuela stealing. Make sure you like this live too, bro. You're gonna make sure. Listen, with Venezuela, what are they gonna do with all that cocaine? Salute to DC. Salute to DC, because when I was in Raybrook, New York, when I was in Raybrook, New York, and I was locked up with the dudes from DC, um, they was gangster. The DC blacks had a motion, and the DC blacks was official. But with the whole situation with Venezuela, they took the oil, they took all the resources from Venezuela. But what about that cocaine? What about those factories in Venezuela? If you don't know about Venezuela, they got a lot of cocaine over there. You know what I'm saying? There was no oil. Yes, there was oil. They took all the oil. They got all the oil, and they took the cocaine from Venezuela. People think that they're talking about oil. No, it ain't got nothing to do with oil. There's no drought in oil. There's no drought when it comes to oil. When it comes to oil, there's an abundance. There's a lot of oil out there right now. But if you looking on the reality, they went to Venezuela and they took over. They took the president, his wife. They had the president in the United States with a Nike tech suit on. When they took the president from Venezuela, he had a Nike tech suit on, bro. A Nike tech. And his wife. They probably going to be locked up in MDC in Brooklyn, New York. They probably going to take the president. No. There's oil in the U.S. There's an abundance of oil. There's not just oil in one place. There's oil all over the world. They're saturated with oil. They charge you a lot of money. They charge you a lot of money for the oil. You think that this oil is scarce. Oil isn't scarce. There's oil in Venezuela. Thank you. They took the oil from Venezuela. They're going to keep that. That's nothing. If you think it's not about oil, you have no idea what you're talking about. See, you're so institutionalized and indoctrinated to think everything's oil, 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 oil. That's what you think. That's what. No, there is oil. There's plentiful oil. There's so much oil, bro. There's other yo, bro. The U.S. is in Ukraine for the lithium. They don't got beef with Russia, but at the same time, there's so much lithium in Ukraine that they like, okay, we're going to give you these trillions of dollars. However, we're going to be digging nonstop. Your phone got the lithium in it. The cars got the lithium in it. Everything got the lithium. Now, with Venezuela, they found so much cocaine. Those factories that they got in Venezuela is so loaded with. He's not going to the ADX. $1 trillion in the ground, bro. You have no idea what, bro. When they take Maduro, you ain't never even been to Venezuela. How about that? Have you been to Venezuela? Because I have. Yep, there you go. Venezuela got cocaine. We need all that. That shit is coming to America, bro. What they're going to do is they're going to take the cocaine that they got in Venezuela. They're going to sell it to Mexico. Mexico going to buy all that cocaine. It's just one power play. That's all it is. It's just one transaction. That's all it is. It's just they got factories where they produce the cocaine. If you in the live and you in the comments saying that there's no cocaine, you don't understand about South America. You got Bolivia. You got Brazil, where there's so much land. You got Brazil, Bolivia, Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina. These countries right here, they all produce cocaine in South America. They all produce cocaine. Every last one. Because it's so easy to make out there. Panama. It's so easy to make out there. You wouldn't know that. Because you never sold no drugs, or you don't have any experience in the drug trade. But when I'm telling, yep, the Peruvian flake. There it is. They saying it. If you paying attention, you know that the U.S. went over to Venezuela just to take the cocaine. They went over there and took all the drugs right out. They whipped it out. He was already bombing the drug dealers. The same way the thug in your neighborhood goes and shoots his opposition, the people that he's battling with for turf, is the same way Donald Trump just did it right now. But he's doing it on another scale. It's another scale of how he's doing it. You got to pay attention. When you're watching stuff on the news, everything, and salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you like this live. We talking about everything tonight. If you want me to talk about something, you put it in the chat and I got you. But we speaking about the truth here. Instagram, Facebook, I'm not going on there no more. I can't go on Instagram and Facebook because they're banning me. As soon as I open up a profile, they delete my account. So I'm only messing with YouTube, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, and Clubhouse. I'm doing Clubhouse, TikTok, Snap. I'm covering everything. Nobody covers the content like I do. I'm covering politics. I'm covering hip hop. I'm covering sports, combat sports. I'm doing my own skits. I'm doing comedy, jokes, pranks. I know everybody. I know everything. Everything that's going on, I know it all. There's nobody that knows more than me. When you want to talk about conspiracy theories, aliens, cover-ups, me. When you want to talk about sports, that's me. But Venezuela, with them being attacked, Donald Trump said he's going to run. He's going to run Venezuela. How long do you think before the drugs start coming out of Venezuela again when he gets into Venezuela? I worked for the DOD security for years. You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm watching a comedy right now. Thank you for being entertained. The Diddy parties. Let me break down what happened at the Diddy parties. What P. Diddy did when he started hosting those Diddy parties wasn't entertainment, because they said, LeBron James, quote unquote, said, ain't no party like a Diddy party. What he did was keep a file on all you dirty dogs. All you dirty dogs that went to them Diddy parties and participated in somewhat what they call was rituals, and also heinous sexual devious activities. Some of the most devious, some of the most evil sexual deviants were invited to Diddy parties where they were able to get involved and do certain things that were just completely nasty. What it even came out where P. Diddy said that he was rubbing another man's semen on his chest. He was rubbing another man's semen on his chest. He was paying another man to sit down and make love. He's watching his woman get bent over, and he paid for that. Some of y'all don't understand that the end of days is right now. It's very dangerous to be alive. You don't have to look for the person. When you're wondering on who's going to do you dirty and stab you in the back, you don't have to look around. If you're really thinking about, wow, who's going to be the one to really stab me in the back and really hurt me? Who's capable of doing that? It can't be him. It can't be her. No, it's the person right next to you. It's the person right next to you. It's when when somebody robs you and you don't know who it is, it was the person right next to you. Don't look no further. You don't have to go search to see who's the culprit, to see who did you dirty. He's right next to you. We living in a day and age where you can't even tell, you can't even show nobody love without somebody calling you a dick rider. I can't even, there's a dude in here, his name is D Nuts. That's his name. If D Nuts had a business and I was bragging about his business to somebody else, even though it's not my business, but I'm so happy for D Nuts, for his business, that I'm talking to somebody else about his business, they're going to say I'm a dick rider. That's the day and age of society we live in. So why would I give you my energy? Why should I give you my love? Why should I give you my love and my energy? I'm not giving my energy to everybody. This shit is exclusive. I can go on YouTube and open my mouth. I don't control the things that come out of my mouth. It's almost like what's happening, there's something magical, because I don't rehearse or practice on what we're going to say. I don't need a room. I don't need an audience to speak. I can speak without just to speak. They say I got the gift of gab. My mother told me I could have been anything in life. No, she told me I could be anything in life. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I mean, anything. It could have been a doctor, a lawyer, it could have been anything. So when I come in the room, when you turn your live on, you feel my presence. You know when you hear this is a high energy. I'm not the only one that feels like this in society. They don't trust nobody. They don't want to tell nobody their dreams. You can't even tell nobody your dreams, because the minute you tell somebody your dreams, there they go. Oh, I don't think that's going to work out for you. Oh, try something else. Oh, I already tried that and I failed. I'm on social media giving you my life on a day-to-day. You got people like French Montana, Max B, using all their resources to take me off the internet. You got Max B and French Montana trying to take me off the internet. Because the more my platform grows, it says there's 40 people on my live. It says there's 40 people. When I end this live, it's going to say there was thousands of people. There's thousands of people watching right now. They're waiting for me to give them the word on what to do. I can't do this by myself. A lot of y'all dudes coming in here, you don't even have money to donate. I don't even ask for money. I'm taking care of kids. I'm taking care of my community. You're not even involved in any organizations. People call my phone at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm laying in the bed with my woman because they need somebody to talk to. I can't talk about the things that people are going through because it's personal. There's people who's really hurting. My content wasn't all about Max B. My content wasn't only about celebrity gossip. I'm helping people in the streets that are suffering. With the little bit of money I have, the $5, the $10 that I give to people who don't have food to eat, that are hungry, that I can send them $8 to go get some Dunkin' Donuts because that's all I got, but at least it's something. I can't show all of that. I can't show you the phone. I can't record the phone calls of people telling me, bro, some of the most depressing things. People are hurting. People are hurting. You only care and come to my page to worry about Max B in French Montana. Them dudes got me off of Meta. I don't care, bro. You can keep Instagram. You can keep Facebook. I'm just going to stay on TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, and Clubhouse. That's where I'm going to stay at. You can't run me off of Clubhouse. You can't run me off of Clubhouse. You can't run me off of YouTube. And you can't run me off of TikTok. You're mad because when you came home from prison, I told you to produce your paperwork. When he came to Boston and they didn't let me in, Max B was so scared. Max B was so scared. He performed around 4 a.m. and ran out of Boston. I'm done talking about Max B. I'm not worried about Max B. I could care less about Max B. You dudes don't understand that before that, I was already making content. But I'm doing real shit with my content, bro. I'm saving the world. I'm saving the community. I'm worried about the kids. Y'all smoking za. That's why y'all turning gay. That's why when your kids go to school and they come home and they say, oh, daddy, oh, mommy, my friend told me that she's gay. I said, what? Your friend, yeah, they're all gay. And they dress like furry animals. My friends are furry. I didn't even know what that meant. Yeah, I got clipped, Bobby. Salute to B. Luke in the building. Yeah, I got clipped. Yeah, they took me off of Instagram. I'm done. I'm done with Instagram. I'm not going to sit here and make my Instagram account and upload videos of my life all day long for you to come for French Montana and Max B to get me clipped whenever they feel like it. I made 3 Instagram accounts within this week. 3. As soon as I make that count, they clip me. You know how much content, you know how much time I put into my Instagram account, bro? My lose my number, bro? The lose my number account? You know how much time I put into that shit, bro? Salute to the 118 people in the building. That number isn't true. There's thousands of people watching this live right now. When I end this live, it's going to say that I had thousands of people view this live. But they make it seem they take my numbers. They take all my numbers. When I make my content, I'm helping people. You're smoking za. When what they did with the za, the way they chemically altered the marijuana, they made it so the composition of the bud turns you into a homosexual, demasculates every man. Look how my numbers just dropped to 40. You're smoking za. The za is making you gay. That's why the new generation of thugs are bitches. Why you think the woman is so powerful right now? Why you think the women Why you think the woman is so prominent in today's society and the men are leaning on the woman? A man, you can't even keep a job. You can't even keep a job because it's so hard out here for a man that the woman has to work 2 jobs. The woman has to work 2 jobs. The woman used to stay in the house. It's so hard for men right now. The amount of weight on a man's shoulder, the pressure on a man is so hard right now. It's almost impossible for a man to succeed in society today. The average Joe Blow, you know, the average Joe. It's so hard for the man. The woman has become so masculine. Bro, look at all the single mothers right now. Think about what I'm telling you. This ain't no game. You guys are raising children right now. They want your children to be gay. I was watching the movie. I don't know how old y'all are, but I was watching the movie called Weird Science. It's an old school movie. It's called Weird Science. It's a comedy with 2 white kids. They use the F word. It rhymes with maggot. I showed my son. I don't got no problem with gay people. I love gay people. But another man sleeping with another man is not cool. No man should be penetrated. At no point should a man be penetrated by another man. I don't have no issue with no homosexual. I love everybody and I help everybody. However, there's certain things with right and wrong. I don't want my son to go through that. I don't want my son to think that it's okay to sleep with a man. I don't have no problem with you if you're gay. I'll love you even more if you're gay. How about that? But at the end of the day, what they promoting to my kids and your kids and what they allowing in these schools, it's not right. They want your son to smoke za. They want your son to smoke za. They never had za before. I knew in, was it 2020 or was it 2019 when the za came out? Was it 2019 or was it 20? When they made the za zesty. Thank you. Thank you, Livewire. When they made the Zaza was fake weed. Facts. When they made the they're lacing the za with fat that makes you zesty. It's not fentanyl that they're putting in the za. They created it. They created that. They manufactured that bud to alter your DNA. So when you're smoking that designer weed, you are becoming demasculated and becoming a homosexual. That's what you're doing. No matter how pretty the bud looks, no matter how good it smells, because that za is beautiful. They took the seeds out the bud, bro. You buying 30 pounds with no seeds. You going to California to get that za. You going to Cali to get that za. When you go to California in the West Coast to get that za, you buying that bud with no seeds. They don't got seeds in grapes no more. They don't got seeds in apples no more. They don't got seeds in strawberries no more. They took out the seeds out the banana. They don't want you to grow your own shit. You smoking za, you think you're cool. No, you're gay. You're smoking za, you think it's cool. No, you're turning gay. You're turning gay, not me. That's why when your kids go to school, how many of y'all kids go to school that they in the 4th grade, the 5th grade? They in the 4th or 5th grade. And they came home and they said, oh, daddy, my friend said he's gay. Or they got the boys dressing like girls. I definitely not leaving seeds in my weed for someone to grow my plant. So what are you doing, bro? You're going through all the buds and checking for seeds, bro? I'm the first person that was angry on the internet. If you see somebody old and angry on the internet, they copied me. I was the first person on the internet that was gay. That's me. That's me. That's me. Now, if you want to talk about real content, you can't tell me right now that if you take seeds out your weed and you take all the seeds out, the buds, think about what you're saying. How you going to give that to somebody? How you going to give that to somebody? How you going to, I miss regular weed. That's what he said. No. Ain't no story about my son. What I'm telling you is you got to have the conversation with your kids and let them know that it's wrong. We talking about everything. We talking about Venezuela. We talking about crime. We talking about the cocaine in Venezuela. This is about the cocaine. This is about the cocaine that Donald Trump seized in Venezuela. The cocaine factories that Donald Trump seized in Venezuela. The way that I took over the algorithm, the way that I got involved in the algorithm and took it over, you see how I can manipulate the algorithm so easily? Bro, before technology came, technology is relatively new. Because when I was 15, there was no cell phones. There was cell phones, but no technology as far as the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Walking around with the phones. I already controlled the algorithm in society. I was relevant. You never had a voice. Your opinion never mattered. Nobody looked for you for advice. Before I started talking, I listened, bro. Let me say it again. Before I started opening my mouth, I was listening. I didn't say a word. Y'all was cool with it. I've been on the internet for 1 year. I've been on the internet for 1 year. I'm the biggest name on the internet right now. I'm the biggest name on social media. Yo, DJ Academics, DJ Vlad, the Danza Project, 6ix9ine, 050 The Movement. None of those platforms that try to get lit off of Max B did. Overnight, I became a household name. My phone blew up. I'm waking up in the morning and my phone blew up. Brian Angelo. Oh, you got 500 followers. You got a notification. You got another 500 followers. You got another total 500. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I ran Max B out of Boston. Got him up out of here. We don't do no snitching over here. I come from where I'm from, Max B is a lame. Salute. Max B is a lame. Salute. I became an overnight celebrity. They trying to get me out the algorithm, but my voice is so powerful. My voice is so powerful that it's like I have to be heard. And with me being a person where I have to protect myself, I'm more invested in myself than I am in others. because I got to make sure that I survive, because I have a message that needs to be heard. I'm the one talking to the gang leaders. Y'all are worried about predators in the world. The predator I know, they wait for you outside of school and they recruit you to their gang. We got gang leaders in society. Why all these gang leaders will the police know? The police know every single gang, Blood, Crip, MS-13, every gang, every small gang, every big gang, every small gang and every big gang, whether it's a street gang, they know the leaders. They know the leaders. Why aren't those leaders on a registry list where I can see, oh shit, I live right by a gang leader and he's recruiting kids from 8 to 15 to do his dirty work? They don't care about your kids. I'm trying to squash every gang war possible. I'm going to war with every single gang in America. Brian Angelo, that's me, not you. I'm doing it by myself. Can you walk into the projects by yourself and hold a meeting and speak in front of people and not tremble? I'm connected with every single gang in America. What I'm trying to do to save these kids, you went to school and you grew up with some kids that you know that were so gifted that didn't have the opportunity because they fell into the hands of the streets, bro. You don't remember your friend that went up north for 15 to 20 years that fell victim to the streets? You forgot about him? That was a genius in math, but ended up falling victim of the streets, whether he was getting high or he was playing with guns or he's dead. You not worried about that? Y'all worrying about celebrities that you don't know. You want to come at me and talk shit to me on social media. Why you don't stand outside with your bullhorn and scream, stop the wars, stop the gang violence, stop the innocent killing, stop the robbing, stop smoking crack, stop selling fentanyl? Why you don't talk about that? But this is my time. This is my time. I'm a politician. I speak for my community. I got the benefit of the people. That's my views. I want to benefit you. I'm not here to steal. I don't got no fancy clothes, bro. This is what I wear every day. I work in a warehouse. I don't got no fancy clothes. I don't got no jewelry. I don't got a fresh haircut. I don't got none of that. I don't got no fancy car. I don't need none of that. I don't got baddies with me twerking, shaking their butts. I don't need that. I got lit off my voice and who I am. Because when you do your research, you're going to see what's really good. Oh, nah, I know him. Yeah, he's the real deal. That's all that is, bro. When you do your war report, oh, who's Brian Angelo? I don't got no money. I don't got no money. I got a dime. This ain't about bread, bro. Yo, bro, everything I wanted in life, yo, bro. Everything I wanted in life, bro, I got. Would you believe me if I told you that, bro? Do you understand what I'm telling you? Everything I wanted in life, bro, I got. You want to be a mod? I got you. Here you go, bro. Add as a moderator. Standard. Everything I ever wanted in life, I got. I asked God for everything I ever wanted. Everything that happened to you wouldn't believe that, because how could that be possible? I wanted to go to prison at a young age because I seen the respect that came with that. I wanted to run my neighborhood at a young age. Those were my goals. I didn't want to become an engineer, a scientist. No, I love the streets. How could I turn my back on the streets? They're telling you F the streets. It's not F the streets, bro. I've been in the worst predicaments. I'm still alive, bro. You know how many of my friends is dead? From drinking, smoking, sniffing, sipping, doing drugs, getting killed. Natural causes. There's a reason why I'm here. I could have been doing a life sentence. I could have been dead. No, I'm still here. Nobody's doing what I'm doing. Nobody got the courage, the heart to do what I do. Nobody got the courage to do none of that. You can never step in the ring. You don't got the heart for that. You won't go 5 rounds. You don't got the heart for that. You're scared. But I understand, because as a man today in this world, it's cold, y'all. And we got to uplift each other. I can't even say nothing good about you because you're going to say I'm a dick sucker, bro. And I'm a dick rider. That's the society we live in. That's the society we live in. That if you show somebody love, you're a dick rider. Does that make any sense? That's the society we live in, where you can't even show nobody no love and support nobody without being a dick rider, bro. If I see somebody with a real business and I'm so proud of him with a business, I go talk to somebody, oh, you a dick rider. Yo, it makes people not even want to talk to nobody no more, bro. I can't even talk to the people the way I want to talk to them. Hold on, bro. Yeah, make sure all of y'all subscribe. I got to go outside. It's about to get noisy in here. I got to go outside. Y'all. Hold on. Where's the keys at? I got to go outside. I'm live right now. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Don't come outside or nothing. I'm live. Don't bother me. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going in the car. I'm not leaving. I'm not turning this live off. That video that I made about Max B, I made it in this car. I made that video that went viral with tens of millions of views in this car. I got people who I didn't know. Had hate for me, bro. I didn't know they had hate for me. And it came out when it showed my success, bro. When they seen how successful I became and the notoriety, I'm doing 500,000 views a day. That shit never bothered me, bro. I never cared about my views. I never cared about making money off of social media. I swear to God, bro. I never cared about making money off of social media, bro. All I wanted to do, bro, is get my message, bro, and save the kids, bro. As simple as that seems, bro, it's difficult. Because I want to save everybody's kids, bro. I want to save the youth, bro, because there's kids who are suffering, that they got somebody putting evil in their brain. When you're living in the streets, bro, I look back and I feel like I was possessed, bro, at certain points. Like when you look back at like how, like, damn, bro, like 20 years ago, like I was fucking possessed, bro. Like there was something in me. Why was I doing that? Even though like I was doing wrong, but I was still doing right. If you grew up in the hood, the same dude that was selling crack rocks on the corner in my neighborhood would be helping the old ladies bring their groceries inside the house. I don't even use profanity. I don't even speak. They judge me because I speak proper. My sisters showed me how to read. I educated myself, and you know, some people may never experience this in life. Has anybody ever referred to you as brilliant? The way my brain functions isn't like yours. You got two brains. You got a brain right here, and you got a brain right here. You got two brains. You got two brains. One right here and one right here. You need to use both. You need to use both brains. Yo, bro, it's hard as fuck to be a man today in society. I know it's difficult, but we need to take care of each other, bro. Don't be afraid to show somebody love, bro. If you see somebody struggling, bro, don't be the one to kick them down, bro. Whether you got $5 in your pocket, the difference between... No, you got two brains. No, James. You got two brains. You got one right here and one. Salute to the brain. Give Base God a moderator. Make him a moderator. Make Base God a moderator. It says it's only 149 people in here. On my mother's life, there's thousands of people watching right now. There's thousands of people on this live. When I end this live, it's going to say there were thousands of people. They already got me off of Facebook. They already got me off of Instagram. Yo, you don't understand. I know you don't understand because you never been live. You think that there's only this amount of people that's up there. There's thousands of people watching this live right now, bro. I promise you. That's not the number, dude. You think that there's only 100? No, there's thousands of people watching this. They want to hear what's coming out of my mouth. I'm the biggest name on the internet. Nobody has more content than me. I'm the most original. I'm letting my hands go. I'm ready to die for my content. I'm ready to perish. Do you know what it's like, bro? Waking up every day wondering when it's going to happen. Who's going to be the one to take you out? When's the clock going to stop ticking? When am I going to take my last breath? They say when the soul leaves your body. I'm not sure on the exact number, but it may be 8 ounces or 12 ounces. The body is lighter from when that person takes their last breath. I watched my mother lie on her deathbed and take her last breath, bro. I sat there and watched somebody take their last breath and gasp. My mother didn't want to die. My mother didn't want to go. She wanted to keep living. You talking about somebody who she beat death once. I can think about how many times I cheated death. My mother died on her deathbed. I watched. I seen the soul leave her body. There were some experiences in life that you can't hear me? Can't hear me? Y'all can hear me? When you see, let's tell him he's muted. You're not going to trick me. Let's see if you watch somebody take their last breath. When she died, it took a part of me. And I found myself in a slump. You understand? A mother's baby, the baby watching his mother perish. My mother didn't want to go. You got men right now in society that they giving up on life. You got people who's giving up on life. I can't tell you about how many phone calls. People, they're not even attracted. People aren't dating for attraction. People aren't dating for love. People are dating for peace. Having peace right now is one of the most valuable things that you can have. I'm not at peace with myself. For you to be at peace with yourself is one of the best things you can possibly do right now. I need you to please like the live, bro. Hit that like button, bro. Please, bro. I'm not here asking for no money, bro. These content creators ask for money, bro. They receive lots of money, bro. I give my money out, bro. I make sure I feed people, bro. I don't act like this because I want to be malicious. But I'm angry because I'm not satisfied with my results. You understand? I'm not satisfied with the results that I've been producing, bro. You understand? D Nasty, you got two brains. What I did when I disrupted everybody's life and you came across me, I know so many people in America and all over the world. I got a passport. My family came from Brazil. I speak multiple languages. Do you understand? Me and you are not the same. I'm a linguistic. I speak multiple languages. English, Spanish, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, Arabic. That's 4 languages. Yo, get the charger. I'm not playing with you. Get my charger. I speak multiple languages. You barely even speak one. You barely even speak one. I've seen real poverty. When you go to different countries, there's people who are so poor, but they're so happy. There's people where the money doesn't mean everything, bro. People just revolve their life around money. Money doesn't mean everything. You never know what's going to happen to you, bro. You can lose it all, bro. Yo, I said get the charger, man. Damn. Hold on, let me get the charger, y'all. Damn. Hold on, I got to get my charger, y'all. I got to get this damn charger, man. I need a charger. I need a charger. Hey, I'm live right now. I got thousands of people watching me right now. Damn. You don't see that I'm live right now? You don't see I'm live right now? What's wrong with you? Damn. Telling them I'm live, they act like that. Ignorant people. I got ignorant people. Oh, I had a charger in the car. I didn't even see it. What you say? I don't care what you say. I'm not letting no woman control me. You let a woman control you. Because everything you got, the women owns. Your name isn't in your apartment. Your apartment isn't in your name. The woman controls you. I don't let no woman control me. You can't even answer the phone in front of your girl. I know how you are. You can't even answer the phone in front of your girl. You won't even answer your boy's call because you're in front of your girl, bro. I know how y'all are, bro. You can't even pick up the phone and talk to your mans on the phone because your girl's right there, bro. You's a coward. I'm a man. I can cook my own food, bro. I was raised by women. My mother raised me. I'm not like y'all, bro. You probably disrespected your school teacher. See, when I was coming up, my mother raised me. So I know how to clean. I know how to clean. I know how to cook food. I know how to make rice, beans, chicken, steak, fish. I can make my own food. I can cook for a woman, bro. I can cook for a woman. I can probably show a woman how to cook. I'll probably cook and the woman will see that, oh, how'd you do that? Or I didn't know how to do that. I'm a man. I'm not like you. You need a woman for everything. I know it's tough for men out here. I know it's, let me give her the, hold on. Hold on, let me give her the charger back because I don't need her charger no more. Hold on. Yo, here's the charger. I don't live life. I don't need a woman. I don't need a woman to live. I wash my own clothes. You probably wake up and you don't even make your bed. The way you're living is wrong. I tell my son, yo, when you wake up, make your bed. When you wake up, make your bed. That's the first thing you do. You don't get up, brush your teeth, go on the phone, go on your iPhone. No, as soon as you wake up, go brush your teeth. No, make your bed. Organize it. So when you come home, back from the streets, you got your bed made. You understand? They say the prophet, as soon as he woke up, made his bed. They don't want you to hear my message. They want to keep you down. Yo, you got to go to that job every day and listen to that dickhead boss ruin your mood, tell you what to do. You're sick of that boss. They made it so difficult to survive. And Jesus Christ, the prophet, Jesus and Muhammad, They made it so hard to live in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, it's so difficult to survive out here because the expenses is so high. You understand? I'm not going to argue with you if Jesus is God or not. I believe in God. I love God. I love Jesus. And I love all his prophets. I'm not the master religion. I'm not the master of the religion. I don't think Jesus is God because Jesus was a man. I don't think Jesus is God because Jesus was human. So how can he be a God? He just performed miracles. You know what I'm saying? He was a prophet. But I don't disrespect people's opinions of oh, that's what you believe. I'm not going to say you're a liar or what you're saying is wrong. I love the Bible. I love the Quran. I love the Torah. I know about the Anunnakis. I know about Buddha. They're special people. But there's so much weight on women right now to pick up the slack of the man. Because the men are falling victim of forced labor, hard labor, overworked. All the men are overworked. You gotta work 80 hours. Yo, I worked, how much hours did I work that week? I think I worked 80 hours one week, bro. I think I worked 80 hours in 1 week. I think I made $1,500 with the overtime. I got $1,500 with overtime. I worked 80 hours. But I'm not working no warehouse job no more. Warehouse is like jail. The warehouse community, whether you're in assembly, quality, shipping and receiving, because it's different when you ain't working in a warehouse. There's quality, there's warehouse, there's fields. The warehouse is crazy, but warehouse is like jail. Every department is like a different unit. The supervisor is like the correctional guard. The people, when you work in the warehouse, are like other inmates. You understand? I don't got my own car. What is this? What is this? What is this? The things I say on internet are some of the most controversial things because nobody would ever tell you if you smoke za, it will make you gay. You never heard that before. You never heard that before. You never heard somebody say you smoke za and it makes you gay. Yes, I have good credit. I'm almost done paying off my car. I got about less than a year. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate everybody in my lives. Anybody that comes in my room, I show them love. I'm on Facebook, Clubhouse, TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat. I got the best content. I got the best jokes. I'm the best fighter. When I went to Miami and I fought, I was sick. I had about a week notice. When they called me like, yo, we got to fight. You ready to fight? I said, yeah. It was a week's notice. I said, okay. The dude I fought already has so much experience. I train mixed martial arts. I never boxed before. The weight of the glove, I didn't even own a pair of gloves. I'm gonna be honest. I never owned a pair of boxing gloves. When they gave me the gloves, somebody had used the gloves before me. It was already sweaty. That glove was so heavy. I wasn't used to the weight of the gloves. So I had a fever. I had the chills. I drove to Miami. So you got to think about me driving to Miami. I'm with my family. We sightseeing. We going to the beach. And I still went there. I thought I won the fight. They gave it to the local. But I got so much love in Miami. No, I can't beat Khabib. Obviously, I can't beat Khabib. I got so much love in Miami, they want me to come back. They want me to come back to Miami and train. Nobody's doing this. Nobody's doing content like me. They don't want me. Because when I come across the gang leader of your neighborhood, and I tell that gang leader to put the gloves on, what you think's gonna happen? You think that gang leader's really gonna step in the ring with me and go 5 rounds? He don't even got the cardio, the conditioning to do so. I'm gonna prepare myself better for my next competition, and when I fight, I'm gonna get better. You let me know what gang you're in. You let me know what block you own. You let me know what gang you're the leader of. Let's see how tough you are. I'm not one of your disciples where you go tell me to go sell your drugs or you tell me to go do that drive-by. I'm not going to allow you to corrupt any more innocent children, because no parent in their right mind would allow an adult to take their children and get involved in criminal activity and join the streets. They're trying to take people out my life, but it's not going to stop. I only need one person. I don't need nobody to hear me, because my voice is going to be heard. When it's all done and over, they will build a statue of Brian Angelo. There will be a statue. They trying to kill my life, y'all. They trying to kill my life, bro. They really want me off the internet that bad. They really trying to take me off the internet that bad, bro. They really want me off the internet. I'm going to end this live. But please take care of each other. Please try to live a better life in 2026. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Because the people you talk to, just listen to me for 1 second, bro. The people you tell your dreams to, that woman that you lay next to, and you give her all your energy possible, bro, just remember, bro. They say a man will always come clean and cry to their girl and admit their faults. Oh, baby, I'm sorry, baby. Yeah, I cheated. It was with Erica. Yeah, I was with Erica. I'm sorry. A woman will go to the grave, bro. That's the difference between man and woman. A woman will go and die and go to the grave and not tell you who she cheated on you with, bro. That's the difference between man and woman. I said in this live already, there's two brains. One right here, one right here. There's two. One right here, one right here. There's two brains. You need to use both. In school, they only tell you it's one. I went to school. When my mother sent me to school, let me tell you a story. When my mother sent me to school, she told me, when you go to school, Brian, that teacher is your mother. When I went to school, the teacher was my mother, bro. Because that's who was taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you went to school, the teacher, she told you what to do. Yo, your homework, do your stuff, give you the food, go to lunch, go play, go to recess, all that. You probably disrespected your teacher. I used to love my teacher. These kids ain't growing up like that. These kids are going to school and their classmates are furries. Do you know what a furry is? The kid thinks they're an animal. They identify as an animal. We're talking about 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. Do you understand that? The city of New York has painted the picture. City of New York has painted the picture of them being the front and center or the poster boy for what street culture is. New York claims that they go by no snitching. But when it comes down to it, the New York dudes glorify every single snitch when it benefits them. You will hear dudes talk about Alpo. You will hear dudes talk about Alpo. Hold on. You will hear dudes talk about Alpo. Please address. What are you talking about, bro? Salute to Dank Tank, who just bought an iPhone Air. I like that phone too. Well, yeah, y'all dudes in the comment section. Wow, bro. We live in a day and age, bro, where anybody can say anything. People who've never had an opportunity of having a voice be heard can just comment anything in society. These people have no substance. These people have no charisma. They're not charismatic. They're not creative. I don't know why, but I'm famous for just being me. I'm not a rapper. I do more numbers than the rappers. People look for me more than rappers. Stop looking up to these people. Pay attention to your family. Pay attention to yourself. Salute to prisoner in the building. You think there's 53 people there? There's not. There's more. You think there's 53 people there? There's not. There's more. There's more. What do you think Donald Trump's going to do with all that coke? I'm going to read the comment section. What do you think Donald Trump is going to do with the cocaine he seized in Venezuela? I'm waiting for y'all. If you can carry a conversation and really speak on real facts, people come on, man. They not giving it to me. He's taking oil. He's not only taking oil, the OG. Salute to A, the OG. He's not only taking oil. Rock it up and send it to the ghetto. What do you think he's going to do with all that cocaine? Huh? I'm asking you. I can only speak my truth. See, the lie sounds better than the truth. That's why you want to hear the lie. You want me to come here and lie. I'm going to tell you the truth. You don't respect no woman. You want to raise your girls and your daughters to be hoes. I'm not doing that. I make sure my daughter boxes. I make sure my daughter does jujitsu. Just in case if I'm not around, she can defend herself until I get there. I'm a father. I got to make sure my daughter knows how to defend herself. I got to make sure my daughter knows how to cook and clean. I got to make sure that when my son goes to college, he can do his own laundry. He can make his own food. He doesn't got to go. He doesn't have to go and buy food in the streets every day. We already seen that in China and places in Africa like Ghana, they got dog meat markets. They've been giving you dog meat in these Chinese restaurants. You've been eating dog meat. They're making fake meat right now to give you. Yeah, he is a typical Muslim. I'm not no typical Muslim. You don't even know me, bro. I don't even know you, bro. You won't even come on this YouTube to speak. Yeah, dog meat. You don't believe me? Illuminati CEO? Google the dog meat market. Google dog meat market in Ghana. Google right now, dog meat market in Ghana. Yo, bro, what they're doing to those dogs are disgusting. It's horrible what they're doing to their dogs, bro. Me being an American and just watching them just kill the dog and just like roast the dog like a pig, it makes you want to not even eat animals anymore. I don't know what the McDonald's meat is. I don't think it's meat. Yeah, I don't even feel like, yo, when you watch what they do to the dogs and then people's response is gonna be like, oh well, you eat freaking they are 3D printing the meat right now. This is why we need to talk, because you give me information, I give you information. There's different levels of energy. Sometimes my energy's low, sometimes my energy's high, but your energy might be higher right now. So you might have something to contribute. We got to work together so we can all help each other. Because if we got $1, we all got $1, we can come through. You understand? Sometimes my energy's low. Sometimes I don't want to make no content. Sometimes I don't want to get up. Everybody goes through something in life, bro. Everybody's going through something in life, bro. Everybody's going through something in life, bro. Everybody's going through something in life, bro. Everybody, bro. I don't care who you are, bro. You got people who have all the money and have everything and still die. You have dudes with all the money and access to everything, and their girlfriends still cheat on them, bro. Even though they're giving them everything, bro. You got dudes whose girls will still cheat on their man, even though their man has so much money, making over 6 figures. They making so much money, and their girlfriends will still cheat on them. That shit doesn't mean nothing, bro. the best clothes, the best car, the more money, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. People will turn their back on you with a blink of an eye. You have to watch out. These people are grimy. I'll give you $1 for having a good 2 brains and spreading this knowledge to all. Thank you. Just tip the Cash App. If you go on my YouTube, there's links. It got my links. The Cash App is right there. Any money you send, I hold on, I'm gonna give you my plans. Any money you send me, bro, is just gonna help. It's gonna help me out with everything I gotta do. Everything I do costs money, bro. I don't make any money. I just lose money. I'm giving money away. If you look at my Cash App and if you look at the statements, I'm giving people money, bro. I don't care. Oh, you giving away $8. I don't care what you say, bro. Oh, you giving away $20. Yeah, you know what that person did with that 20, bro? They bought toilet paper, soap, food. They probably bought a loaf of bread, a peanut butter and jelly. They're probably eating that. I did what I could. I'm not rich. I'm not even close to rich. I don't make a lot of money. But whatever I can do, I just give it out. So every donation you send, I need it. If you want to see me keep fighting, I need it for training. You understand? I need to train. But gym memberships and, you know, dieting and stuff like that, it's not easy, bro. When you got a family, everybody that, oh, you should have did this. You should have had a uniform. Or you should have bought this. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm here. I'm in the ring. I'm fighting, bro. Like, this is what you're going to get. I don't got nothing fancy to work with. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the best I can with what I got. All I can work with is what I got. I'm not gonna be like, yo, I'm just gonna wait until I can buy a pair of shorts that got my name and a crazy design on it to go and fight. No, bro, I gotta fight now. My hands work. I don't got that much time left. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel strong. I still feel like I can move. I'm probably not as fast as I was probably like 10 years ago, but I feel really strong right now. I'm hitting the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the strongest I've ever been. As far as like strength-wise, it's the strongest I've ever been. Right now. If you need help on working on going, like lifting weights, because you see people lifting all crazy weights, 300, 400 pounds, that person took a long time to get there. I'm hitting 225 right now. Like, I'm just playing with it. With the 225. It's really heavy. It took me years for me to be able to lift this weight that I'm lifting right now. It took me years, bro. Like this live, bro. Just press the like button, please. It took me years to get this strength that I got. So don't be discouraged when you go to the gym, and if you can't lift 135, just bro, listen. Don't keep adding 10, 10, 10, 10. Just lift one lightweight and just keep lifting. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no crypto. I want to get crypto. I want to get crypto. I want to invest my money, bro. I got to work on my credit. I got to work on my credit. The 2026, I got to work on my credit, yo. Because I got business plans. I'm working on my credit. I'm trying to get my credit clean so I can open my business. My boss, the business owner, he got a lot of money. And he's, you know what I'm saying? He's mentoring me. Like, I don't got no ego. I'm not like you people that got an ego. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can look at somebody like a big brother or like a father figure. I don't got no ego. Or, oh, I'm not looking at, nah, I don't care, bro. So, I got to work on my credit. I got to clear my credit so I can get my business going. Once I open my business, it's going to be over. It's going to be so lucrative. It's something I love doing because I love training. I love being in the gym. I love exercising. I love training kids. You know what I'm saying? And I can work with the youth. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to work more with the youth. So I can tell the youth that's watching this live not to join that gang, not to smoke that za, not to have unprotected sex, not to have sex while you're young. Wait till you get older. You don't need to lose your virginity in high school. You need to tell your kids this. Don't rush to have sex. Don't rush to have sex. You need to tell your kids, yo, I know your body's changing, but don't rush. You can wait till you're 20 or in your 20s. You can wait to be in your 20s. No sex without marriage. It's difficult to tell people that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. It's difficult to tell people, oh, just don't have sex when everybody around you's doing it and they're talking about it. But all I say is just like, yo, bro, like finish school first. Don't focus on too much about girls, and the girls don't worry about too much about boys. No ego. Meanwhile, I'm benching 225. I'm better than y'all because I'm a boxer. This is what I do. I want to go live to yell out to anyone who hears it. Tell your kids this, tell your kids that. But I have no ego. Yeah, I don't get no girls. I don't want no girls, bro. I'm not chasing women. I'm not you. My life isn't all about pleasing a woman. I don't live my life just trying to please a woman, bro. No. I help women, yeah, but I'm not you. I'm not craving a woman like women crave me. Like, if the woman's not interested in me, I like women chasing me. I'm not you, gang. I don't just wake up, oh, I need a girl. I'm not one of you dudes, bro. I need a girl, bro. I need to have a girl. I know you suckers. You dudes all suckers. It's not happy wife, happy life, happy wife. That's what you do. You live life like that to please your woman. I was texting my brother, and he told me something like, it just sucks because I'm doing all the right things. I'm doing all the right things, but I'm still not getting no ass. I was like, what? You're paying the bills? You're going above and beyond? You're the man? Like, you took her out the ghetto? You're not getting no ass, bro? And my brother is the type of dude who all he wants is like having sex. I'm like, damn, that's the last thing that you should have a problem with, because you're literally, you make all the money, you live in a mansion, like you're not a bad looking dude, and you're not a cheater, and you're not getting no buns, cuz. I'm like, yo, bro, am I crazy? I'm looking around like, yo, bro, are you just gonna live like that? Well, all you want to be happy is just to be satisfied in the bed. No, I'm not gonna do that, but yo, bro, how you gonna let a woman control your desires? It's not about forcing her, but at the same time, it's like, you're not gonna deprive a man from enjoying himself. These women is playing games. You got dudes who are suckers, is what I'm getting to. You got dudes who are suckers. You doing all this for her. She's doing nothing for you, bro. I don't live to please no woman, bro. That's what you do. Go ahead, gang. Go ahead. Nah, go ahead. You want to be a happy life, happy wife? Go ahead, bro. Live like that. Let's see how far that takes you, bro. Let's see how far that takes you, gang. Let's see how much you get in life, bro. Let's see what type of gifts you get on your birthday or on the holidays. Let's see the attention you get, bro. Let's see how your woman speaks about you when you're not around, bro. Let's see how your woman acts when you're not around, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't be stupid, bro. Stop chasing women. Stop chasing women, bro. Live your life. Stop thinking with your other head. It's not all... Bro, he Muslim. He gets to beat his girl. They can have as many girls as they want. And if she... Yo, bro, I don't care about girls. Your obsession with women because you've been deprived. You're a sexual deviant. Astaghfirullah. Of course. You're a sexual deviant. That's the only thing that's on your mind. I got so many plans for me right now. I got so many people calling my phone, wanting to do business, playing on my phone. I got people playing on my phone. If you need any help, you can call my phone. My phone number is 781 656 4754. My phone number is 781 656 4754. Somebody write my number in the chat. If you're going through something, bro, and you need to speak to somebody, you can call me. You can call me. If you... I will be as genuine as possible. I will try to, you know what I'm saying? I don't have all the solutions to your problems, but I'm here to listen. I'm here to listen to you, bro. I'm here to help you, bro. And I'm here to be your friend. My friend isn't, the people that I grew up with, I don't need them. I realize that I'm so important in this world that I need to branch out my energy to other people throughout this universe, bro. And I need to grace other people with my presence. I need to heal more people. I have to heal more people. I need to help more people. I wake up in the morning and I think about who can I help and how can I help them. That's what I think about in the morning. I just think about who I can help at this moment. What can I do? Can I feed anybody? Can I go to Dunkin' Donuts and can I get a hot chocolate and just hand it to a homeless person and have them drink it? And I can't say the things that I do because I'm not going to get the blessings for it. I'm sorry, but I love my life, bro. And I love that I can help people, bro. The more people I help, the stronger I feel, bro. The more people I help, bro, the stronger it makes me feel, bro. So when you send money to my Cash App, or if you donate money to me, bro, it's gonna go to a good cause. When I'm on the road and I got 80 kids with me, and I got five teams with me, and I'm paying out of my pocket, when I'm buying kids pizza, drinks, I'm buying them all whatever they want. You go to McDonald's, go ahead. I'm paying out of my pocket. When I'm traveling all over America, stopping at these stores and these gas stations, I'm paying out of my pocket, bro. I'm paying out of my pocket. That's not easy, bro. Sometimes the kids come, they don't even got no money with them. but they got a dream of becoming an NBA player. They got a dream of playing varsity in high school. But I don't look at it like, oh, man, I got to waste my last dollar on buying a soda for a kid. I just look at it like, you know what, bro? This is probably going to help somebody, bro. So, hey, just take it, bro. You understand? That's how I look at it. I'm just blessed with the opportunity, bro. I'm just happy that I have the opportunity to be around so many people, bro. And just being so recognized and being so notorious within the community and now the world, bro. Because it's like, I'm just all over the place now, bro. You think this time next year, who knows where I'm going to be at, bro? I could be in Dubai training somebody in Dubai. I'm developing the best athletes. 2030, 2029, like 2029, 2030, 2031, that year, those athletes, I'm dealing with the top prospects. You could never do that. You don't got the experience to even deal or even speak or even motivate. When people go to my games and they see me coaching, they're like, yo, bro, like the energy that I bring on the bench or even when they're on the court, it's riveting. Everybody knows that I'm special. I'm just here to share it with y'all, bro. Peace and love, y'all.